Well, good morning. And it's morning here in London. It's 7 a.m. I don't think I've ever recorded a podcast at 7 a.m. But I have been meaning to record a podcast for a hot minute now. And things seem to be getting in the way. And you know what? I don't ever know what I'm going to talk about on these podcasts. So it's kind of like very much in the flow and leading with my intuition as always as to what I want to share with you, and it always sort of matters of the heart. It could be my own personal experiences, what I'm going through, or it could be something that I'm experiencing with my world, something maybe I'm experiencing with some of the women that I coach, and just, generally giving you that window. Of course, I am Rebecca Nichols, and this is my podcast, Royal Treats. And wherever you are in the world, welcome and thank you for being here and being present and taking the time to listen, which actually brings me nicely on to the throat chakra and what that means. As you guys may have known, I've been on a little bit of a journey myself since the beginning of the year, and I've been sharing with you over on podcasts and on my Instagram, and I haven't been blogging much. I've been writing some other things, but I haven't been blogging much, and I hope to get back to that soon. But actually, a lot's been going on in my world, and I've been going through a process of, I can't call it a healing crisis in the world of Reiki. I became a Reiki master in October, and sometimes what happens as you attune into those higher frequencies, as I call it, things can start to unravel in your life that you never thought were going to be unraveling. I think it's the deep-rooted trauma stuff that we've buried, that we kind of think we've dealt with, and it's okay, and we've moved past it, but actually it's not. I've learnt that actually I was carrying around a lot of stuff that I thought I'd processed, and a lot of stuff that I thought I'd dealt with, but actually I hadn't really dealt with it on a deeper level, on a deep enough level. And so this is the work that I do in the world, and helping people really understand what's limiting them, what's blocking them, what's stopping them from being the complete, whole, fully realised human being, that we're all intended to be. We're all come here to feel at ease within ourselves, to feel at peace, to feel joy, to feel harmonious, and to create a life that we will love, because we are creators. And so I got a diagnosis at the beginning of the year in January, when I went to have some sort of routine blood test done when I found, I was pregnant, and I did all that routine stuff. And, I got the diagnosis that I was HIV, and so getting that diagnosis can often be quite frightening, can't it, for a lot of people, and how to take that on and how to deal with that. I mean, I never really understood a diagnosis until I experienced it. I've helped a lot of people in terms of like coming to terms with their own illnesses and helping them overcome it and heal from it. I believe all sickness and disease can be healed, and I've been saying that for a while, and so I'm now living and experiencing that truth. I've never been on the other hand of it. I never sat on the other side of the table and experienced it. And so I think sometimes as part of a healer and part of the work that I'm here to do is to have empathy for human beings. And I think in order to have huge amounts of empathy, you're going to have to experience as many things as possible in this life. And that means, in fact, quite a lot of darkness. And that's okay. I've embraced this dark part of my life for the past few months. April now, gosh, May nearly. God, where's it going? Where's this year going? It's insane. But yeah, I've embraced it in the best way I could possibly embrace it, to be honest, and from the perspective of not just me, Rebecca Nichols, but me, Rebecca Nichols, the light work of the coach, the healer, and how I could show other people in this world what's possible when you get into alignment. And I'm talking about chakras, of course. I'm talking about chakras. So if you don't know what chakras are, then obviously, and this is new, and I'm new to you, and you've never heard of me, and you haven't got a clue what chakras are, then please do take a look over all my other podcasts in terms of what chakras are and what they do, and how we can get into alignment, really, and how we can make this life mean something. And that's something that I've been really focusing on in the past few months, and Jan, like, who am I and what am I here to do? And these are the questions that I'm pretty sure you're going to be asking yourself. What are the desires of your heart? What are your intentions? When we start living from this place, things start to unravel in our lives in some amazing ways. I've seen miracles just happen every day within my life, to be honest. Small little things, but we know that the universe is kind of there telling you, come on. And that makes me feel happy, knowing that I'm stepping into a higher space, alignment, and the universe is like literally applauding and clapping and saying, you go, girl. But what limits us? Because this is, again, something that I'm always talking about. And what's limiting you? Only you really know that. I just don't want to put any limits on myself. There are no limits. There's no fear. I'm stepping each day into a higher space, into a better place. I'm stepping each day knowing that I'm creating this reality. I'm working on that third eye, and I'm seeing that vision for where I want to be. Where do we get stuck? A lot of the time is power, but also a lot of the time is communication. So be yourself. And this week I've been embracing a little bit more of my feminine sexuality, goddess, and just working with that sacral sacral. Get the words out. I have had coffee, guys, but it is rather early. Get that sacral chakra active, and embrace that feminine, that beautiful feminine being that you are. And being pregnant now, really embracing it even more, really more powerful, and creating this life and thinking, wow, I'm a woman, I'm a creator, and I'm a powerful being. And you guys know I'm all about empowering women and making them feel worthy and like royalty. That's what it's about, darlings. Live like royalty and feel like royalty. And I'm starting my new program very, very, very soon. In fact, it's this Sunday, full moon. We're going to be celebrating life, and we're going to be on a journey to manifesting. So it's a 28-day manifesting program, and I'm telling you, people, oh wow. It is actually a life-changing program. I can say that, can't I? I'm a bit biased, I know, I created it. But the women who have been on the program at the beginning of the year when I first launched the program have had tremendous things happening within their world in the past few months since embarking on that 28-day journey. And that's all you need. And 28 days is all you need to reframe the brain, to create a new idea, to give yourself an affirmation, to believe in that. And so we'll be working with desires, intentions, what's your money story, money blocks, what's stopping you from stepping into abundance. Because abundance isn't just for me or you, it's for you, it's for everyone. I mean, my point is I'm not exclusive. And you see people around the world that really, really doing well for themselves and manifesting and attracting all sorts of money and all things. How does that make you feel as well? Because when you look at someone and you feel envy and jealousy, does that mean because you don't think it's possible that could happen for you? 9 times out of 10, of course it is. But if you can visualise that happening for your life and believing and actually celebrate success, it actually welcomes success into your world. And this is the kind of the mindset stuff that I get you to work on during the program as well. Believing it, seeing it, stepping into it, because it's already yours. Claim it. And so the program is on sale. It's Wednesday. Oh, we've only got until today to sign up and get the early bird, which is £250 for you get 4 live coaching sessions with me, like proper coaching to get you through those blocks, and 28 daily teaching videos. So 28 days of me sending you little videos and going, hey, being a little bit of motivation every morning. And then 15,000 words of content. So quite a lot of information there. A private Facebook with lots of other women who are on the same manifesting journey to you, to becoming better versions of themselves and stepping into a better place and experiencing life how well it should be experienced, right? So all good. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about authenticity. It's something that comes up a lot, and some things that people do message me about. How to really step into your truth, how to live your truth is what the Throat Chakra is really saying, and I'm going to be working on that a lot for the next couple of weeks, as I've been moving up the chakras since the beginning of the year, and really spending some time and maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in each chakra. Look, if you know this world and you know what you need to do, then do it. If you don't know this world and chakras and alignment and Reiki is just completely foreign to you, then I'm going to be creating a mini course. I have full sort of coaching programs which vary from sort of 14 weeks to 6 months to yearly coaching programs. I wanted to create something for those who were motivated and could be committed enough to do the program without coaching from me. I don't normally recommend it. I think coaching really makes all the difference. But if you really feel that you can do this and that you want to get in alignment, but you just need the steps, you need the how-tos. Everyone needs a how-to, right? And it's a how-to guide to really get into alignment in 7 weeks. More information I'll be sharing over the next few weeks. I am rather busy, darling, so it'll probably be June, but I really wanted to get that out into the world as well, because I know there's like people that get it, kind of get it, have an understanding, but how do you really apply that to your life? How do you actually really make it happen? It's like, I know I've got to do a lunge to get a nice butt, but how do you really do a good lunge? How do you really make sure you're doing it properly? Someone's got to show you that this is how you actually really do it. This is how you get in. So it's your how-to guide, how to get in alignment in 7 weeks. That's coming soon. So yeah, for me, every time I visit a chakra, every time I get it, I get a deeper insight into it as well. So it is about revisiting as much as possible until you really get it. And even then you don't really get it, you got to, you go and visit again, the universe is going to bring you a new lesson, and you go and visit it again. I thought I knew everything I needed to know, and then the universe is like, Rebecca, I don't think so. You're going to get thrown back into that mud again. You're going to grow some more. So, wherever stage you're at in your life, whatever stage you're at being a human, the human experience, just be grateful. That's where you're at. This is where you're at right now. Enjoy it. And if you want to grow and you want to become better and you want more, then go out and get it. Make it happen. It's possible for you. It's possible. And don't hold back. And don't be ashamed of who you are. I mean, go with your soul, for God's sake. I can't express it enough, because I feel this is where we are suffocated, where we're not liberated, where there isn't any freedom, when we can't be who we want to be, or how we feel about ourselves. We constantly, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I really be that person? Can I say that? Is that okay? And we're questioning our own existence. And so this is where being yourself, being authentic, is so important, and it's really part of a big part of manifesting the life that you want to live, because Oscar Wilde said it, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Yeah, do that, whatever that looks like. just Express yourself, baby. I mean, Madonna said it, and she said it very well, and it's one of my favourite Madonna songs. Sometimes I just put it on and I pretend that I'm her, and I'm on stage with that Jean Paul Gaultier outfit, and her cone-shaped breasts, and I'm like, come on, girls, you believe in love. You know what I'm saying. So, do whatever it takes to feel badass, to feel yourself, to feel like, shake that Shakti, really come out of yourself a little bit. Life doesn't have to be so serious as well. I think we're all in this really serious space a lot of the time of like, I don't know, where's the fun? And that's kind of all about expression. How do you express fun within your reality? What's fun to you? And I think the expression always is about creativity. And you as a creative being, what does that look like? I think I've been exploring my own gifts for a while, but I know what lights me up. I'm a transformation queen. At the moment, I'm working on my garden. And you guys might know, those who follow me over on the Instagram, sharing behind the scenes of the project that is. And, it's the bittersweet symphony. It's the gift. It's the gift. And the gift and the curse, I suppose. I don't know. You're going into the mud. Going into the mud. And doing all that digging work, and also just kind of looking at something as a complete and utter mess, which it is right now, and then being able to visualize an ending and visualize something else, something different, but also just on that journey to getting from where you want to be is really part of it. So that's like the beauty in the struggle. That's why I say, every part of your journey, even the bit you're going to get to, and it's going to be better, right? It's not going to last, and the darkness isn't going to be there forever, and you're not going to be in the dirt forever. But you've got to enjoy that bit. That bit's really important. It's not like, I want to skip all the mess and get to the good bits. My son, he's only, 8, and so he just wants to get to the bit where he can just be in a pool and jumping on his trampoline and, I don't know, playing around, and he doesn't want to do any of the really hard work. So, I want you to know that there is really hard work in this life as well, but it can be rewarding, and it can be fun as well if you're doing what you love, right? Because even if you're doing something that you absolutely love, it doesn't mean it's not going to be hard and more challenging. And that's how I kind of look at life. It's like, no one ever said it was going to be easy, right? They just said it'd be worth it. So, yeah, it's a process. And, express yourself in so many ways, and really embrace every part of you. Every part of you is beautiful. And it kind of like having a little conversation with myself here, but I know you're listening, and I know that you can take that and apply it to yourself. Because part of my healing and reversing this virus, and by the way, it's going, that's the really good news, and I know a lot of you would want to hear that. And so thank you so much for your support and your love and your encouragement. It means the absolute world to me that you care and that you're supporting me here in this space as I continue to share my life with you. Because I feel like, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to just kind of like be vulnerable, and that's okay. I've kind of embraced that being a little bit vulnerable is okay, and it's actually quite powerful, isn't it? And I don't know if you've heard of Brené Brown or any of her work, but I love Brené, and The Power of Vulnerability is one of my favourite audiobooks to listen to, and she shares about her experiences, and all her work is just phenomenal, and I'm in awe of what she stands for. And so dealing with shame and dealing with fear and dealing with regret and all these things that no one really wants to talk about. And I love the fact that we are brave enough to talk about those things. And that actually, even sharing my story with the HIV, I think I might have shared this before on the podcast, that, there's so much stigma around it. Why? Because it's, sexually transmitted disease, and gosh, we shouldn't be having sex. I mean, that's terrible. It's funny, I had a conversation yesterday with the doctor about it, and I said, why is there no one has this stigma around any other virus? Not really. Flu. Didn't have people going around going, oh God, she's got the flu. Oh, how terrible. Wonder how she got it. It's so funny how one virus can create so much stigma, and something else can't. Apparently 1 in 7 people have HIV now. There's over 100,000 people living in the UK, but more than 36 million people living with HIV worldwide. Of course, I am living with it, although I'm not on any medications for it. I am dealing with it in my own ways, naturally, and how I believe our bodies are made to deal with foreign invaders, I like to call it, but plus doing all that really necessarily healing work. So if you or anyone else has a chronic illness or a disease or any kind of disharmony in their body, and you are interested in embarking on a very natural way to reverse and heal your body, of course, I would love to be able to assist and help you on that journey. So please do connect with me, or if you know anyone who, who's in that situation, I don't know what it might be. I've got women I work with, fibromyalgia, endometriosis, cancers, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, of course HIV. There's so many out there, isn't there now? So, it could be here all day talking about all the sickness and disease that exists in the world, but whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if I can reverse HIV, then I think also anything's possible. And these are the conversations that I love to have with people as well. And I'd love to be able to give you that possibility for your future and put you on the right path to recovery. And that's what it is, really, within myself. And I've documented this, and I'm not going to really go and share with it on the podcast today. It's a journey for me still, because it's not quite over, and I've still got to give birth to my baby. But it's one day at a time. Doing really, really well. And so I'm proud of myself, and this is where we have to be, because sometimes, we've got to be our own cheerleader, right? I'd love to be able to hear from you, connect with you guys if you're struggling, and if you really do need help. And for me, it was just a no-go with the pharmaceutical stuff. And, of course, I'm a bit of a quack in many people's world, but I'm helping people and healing people, and I know what I can do, and I know my powers, and I know what's possible. So always stand firm in your truth, no matter what other people say, because other people always have an opinion, darling. Yes. I'm going to keep it kind of short and sweet today, because it's coming up to school run time, and I've got to get in the shower and start my day. But I actually quite like starting my days with these podcasts, and I hope that I'm going to have more time to spend with you on the podcast show. Thank you for everyone who comments and leaves me little reviews and stuff. If you're enjoying the show, you're listening to it on iTunes, or if you're listening to it on YouTube, thank you so much. I'm just grateful that I can to make a difference in your life. That's what I'm here to do, genuinely. And so if you find these podcasts useful, and I'm like your little coach in your ear, then do let me know. I really appreciate any feedback that I get. And I will do try to respond. I got to sit down and actually go through some responding today. So if you haven't had a response yet, you will get a response today, because I really do appreciate all the love that and the effort that you put into letting me know how you're getting on with the show. I think we're at like 53 episodes, and hasn't time flown? You know, when I started this series, I didn't know which direction it was going to take, and that's the whole beauty of life. You just put one foot in front of the other and you believe and you just step forward. So take that on board as well. You know, today is all we have, and carpe that diem, seize it. You know, really do something that your future self's going to be proud of, right? And commit to your own happiness. Yeah, it's an inside job. There's no one else can make you happy in this world except for you. So that being said, have a beautiful day. Stay aligned and divine, darlings, of course. And I will definitely be seeing you on the podcast very, very soon. Take care. Lots of love and light.